Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited to be doing another Disney video. Probably a couple weeks back I did one on our most recent trip and all those details. And the more I think about it, I'm so grateful that we went when we did and we were able to have a fun and memorable trip. We went from February 1st to February 7th. So literally we got back right before Corona hit the fan. I mean, so close. So I'm really grateful for all that. That's by no means our last trip. We're already discussing January 2022. 2021 is still a little bit close for us, and this is kind of the year that we're doing a lot of house repairs and catching up on a few things. But we definitely are already in planning for the following Disney trip, even though Disney's not open right now. That's okay. Anyway, in that video, I had said if anyone wanted to see what my souvenir haul was from that particular trip to let me know. One person, one of my very first YouTube fan / friend followers, Jen Moyer, said she definitely wanted to see what my souvenirs were. So I'm going to show you those today. I'm very intentional when it comes to my souvenirs. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of fun because you're at Disney and you're like, you just have no idea what you might find. But I go into it with certain things that I know I'm looking for. I may or may not find those particular things, but I try to be mindful of what I really would like to come home with, or something that is very park special, park specific, something maybe can't buy on Shop Disney or online. And so I do go in with a list. Of course, it's all subject to whatever I find or catches my fancy, or if I don't find anything on my list, then I just use those funds for other things that look fun. This is a perfect example. This past trip, I really wanted to find another snow globe. I have one that has Cinderella's castle inside, and I really wanted to find one that maybe had the Tree of Life, or that had the Spaceship Earth Epcot ball. I like snow globes. I guess that's more of an old school type souvenir. I've talked about this before, and I wasn't able to find one, but that was okay. So anyways, another thing too with souvenirs in Disney is they are expensive. It is Disney, y'all. I'm not trying to make it out here like Disney is just a cheap place to pick up and go to. It's not. But we do section off gift cards ahead of time. So when we have our souvenir money, we have our souvenir money. And when it's gone, it's just gone, which is probably why I am so mindful about what I buy. I usually don't buy a whole lot of clothes. Made the exception this time. I bought a couple of clothing items, but I'll show and explain. Because I'm like, I can get Disney t-shirts anywhere, keychains, things like that. If I have extra money, I will. And for example, I'm not a pin collector. So where some people would spend a lot of time and money in searching for lots of awesome new pins and pin packs, that's really not my thing. So I have a whole separate list of souvenirs. So without further ado, here we go. What we got at Disney. Okay, so let's just start off with the basics. Coffee mugs. I mean, y'all know what's gonna happen. It's Disney, and Disney mugs are the coolest creations. They're just on point. I've said often many times, like one of my dream jobs would just be sit around and design coffee mugs for Disney. I think that would be so much fun. I will show you the few that I got. My husband got one, but he keeps it at work. It is, I'm trying to think who all was on it. It's a Finding Nemo mug, but it had multiple characters on it. I think it had Squirt and Crush, and on the inside, or on the outside, it says, dude. It was really cute. So, I got the Baymax mug. I have put this in many pictures on Facebook, and people have asked me where I got it. What I love about this mug, look inside, you guys. It has levels. It's a pain chart. And the way I think that is just so fitting is because level of coffee. So up here, you haven't had it yet, you're grumpy. By the time you get down to the bottom and have had all your coffee, you're happy. So it's Baymax. I thought that was really cute. And it even has the back piece of tape on it, which I thought was just such a really nice touch. I will tell you, I have eaten oatmeal out of this, soup, chili, I mean, of course, coffee and tea, but it is a large mug. So treat this as a bowl. You don't have to just have it as a mug. If you're like, oh, I'm not a coffee drinker, treat this as a bowl. It is it has a double purpose, I guess you could say. So I got that one. Sorry if the light keeps looking weird, guys. My lamp is over here and I don't know what it's doing every time I turn around. Okay, and then I really wanted a Wreck-It Ralph mug, and I found one, but I was a little disappointed in just the average design of it. I thought maybe with Wreck-It Ralph still being semi-new over the last couple years, there would be some more designs out there, but that's okay. This one was really cute. It's just a very basic mug. I do like that the handle is square and you can fit, your hand inside of it. Some of the mug handles are really small, and it says, "There's no one else. There's no one I'd rather be than me." So it's just it's his quote at the end of the movie. It's very, very cute. Orange on the inside. So I do like that one a lot. I saw this one and I love Alice in Wonderland. One of my favorite movies, and they have some really cool trippy mugs, and I bought an Alice in Wonderland mug, I think on our honeymoon trip. I didn't buy one the middle trip, this last trip I did. And I thought this one was really, really cool. As you can see, it looks like 3 separate mugs. It has a very pretty handle. And it just has some of the quotes from the movie. It says, "Curiouser and curiouser, drink your tea, off with your head. I'm late for a very important date. We're all simply mad." Really cute. Funny story. I saw my husband look at this mug, probably for me. He always helps me look out for mugs that I'm in the market for. And I think he spent a good couple seconds trying to figure out how they were stacked together because it looks like more than one mug. Sorry guys, I just let it happen. I just sat and watched him and chuckled and then told him later, it's just one mug, it's trippy. I like travel mugs also for work. If I make my coffee in the morning and I'm taking it with me, I like to have one that will keep it hot. And so I was definitely in the market for one. I was really hoping to find one with a handle. My husband found one at Animal Kingdom Lodge year before last, and it's really, really nice, but I didn't find one with a handle, but I did find one that I really like. So this is very cute. It's an insulated, and it just says Mickey's Really Swell Coffee brand, and on the back. And so it's just your standard coffee tumbler. The lid comes off, but it's the perfect amount of coffee. I don't need more than this. Sometimes I really shouldn't even be having this much, but so I bought this tumbler for travel coffee. I think that's it for mugs. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I brought home less mugs than I thought I would. That was difficult to do because they have so many unique designs and you don't ever really know if those designs are going to be there on your next trip. So I bought the ones that were most important to me, and I'm pretty happy with all that. So also another kitchen item is I had been in the market for some type of Disney measuring cups, and I know you can get those online, but I wanted to find something that was kind of unique. I have a Mickey Mouse hand set of measuring spoons, and I thought, well, I really need some measuring cups. I cook a lot, and kind of just based on what mood I'm in, if I'm making Disney goodies, I like to cook with my Disney cookware. It's just fun. It adds to the experience. So I want to say the 3rd night we were there, maybe 4th night, we pretty much checked everywhere. We checked World of Disney, we checked the Emporium, we checked all your standard go-to places that would have kitchen and houseware items. And they did have one particular set of like breakable porcelain type measuring cups that had the new Minnie Mouse kitchen design on it. They were really precious, but I'm fully aware I'm hard on my kitchen utensils. I need them to be sturdy, and the last thing I needed was something that I might accidentally drop or break. So crazy thing, we were eating at the Turf Bar and Grill inside our resort, which was Saratoga Springs. And it's actually just down the hall from the main artist palette and souvenir eatery area of the resort. And so I needed to, I'm not sure if I was just going to go and get a cookie or a dessert or use a credit as a dessert. So anyway, while we were waiting on our food, I told my husband, I'm going to just run down the hall and go ahead and get what we need. And he said, okay. So I just went by myself, and I could not believe it. I'm standing at the checkout, and behind the lady on the shelf was a set of measuring cups. I did not even know what they were the second I looked at them, because I was like, there's no way that's what I'm looking for. And I had not seen these, you guys, anywhere else in the park. So I'm going to show you really quick. I want to have them all out. And if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen these before, but look how cute these are. I could not believe it. I didn't even ask her how much they were. I just was like, are those measuring cups? And she said, yes, they are. And I said, oh my gosh, I have to have those. So they are silicone and they all come connected. But the cool thing is they flatten. So when you go to put them in your drawer after you've used them, they're not all big and bulky. They stack up like this. How cool is that? How cool is that? And there was a lady behind me about to check out, and she saw I had these in my hands, and she said, oh, that doesn't look like a full cup. And I said, well, it's because you push it out like that, and it's a full cup. And then they collapse. So it was just the perfect thing. Like, you know, it was on my souvenir list, but no, I didn't know what they would look like. And I just wanted them to be unique and fun and not breakable. And this was it. I could not believe it. So snatched these up, was so excited to mark this particular souvenir off of my list. Okay, the next souvenir category is one we are all very familiar with, and it's one that my husband and I both get when we go, and that is Christmas ornaments. They have a Christmas store at Disney Springs that has every ornament you can possibly imagine. If you can imagine it, they have got it on the shelf for you. So that's another one of those places or times where every time you go, there's different ornaments. You don't really know if it'll be there when you get back. And these are ornaments you can't always just access online, guys. Most of this is in park specific, which I kind of like to say limited time. I know it's not, but eventually, if you don't go all the time, it is limited time. Something you see 1 year might be gone the very next year. So, you know, kind of stock up, make a list of things you really want, your favorite characters, your favorite attractions, maybe something special like an anniversary or a wedding ornament with Mickey and Minnie. They have it all. And so this year, I bought one ornament for my mom and then a couple of ornaments for myself. And I will show you the one I bought for my mom. I always get something for my mom and sisters. For my sisters, I bought them each coffee mugs. I got my baby sister a Star Wars mug. It's really cute. It says Pew Pew on it. And for my middle sister, I got her a coffee mug that is the mayor of Nightmare Before Christmas. And the front of it had his happy face and the back of it had his sad face. It was a really cute mug. So for my mom, she's a huge Mary Poppins fan. And Christmas ornaments to us are just all very special. We treasure them. And we have special memories in a very special box. And so when we go to her house for the holidays, we all have her own little box of ornaments she's kept from, you know, the time we were young. So anyway, I found this one for her. I just thought it was so, I mean, just cool, pretty, ornate. Look at all the detail on this. So of course, this is Mary Poppins' carpet bag and her umbrella / talking parrot. I thought this was just a really cool ornament, and it had my mom written all over it. So Mom, if you're watching, I guess you're gonna get this pretty soon. I was gonna surprise you, but oh well. Okay, so and then I got, let's go to this next one. Okay, so let me explain really quick. Sorry guys, I have something on my tooth. That's not very ladylike. I apologize. I knew I wanted some type of an Up ornament. I've really been on an Up kick this past year, the movie Up. I've always liked it, but I've just really gotten into it lately. And so I knew I wanted Up, and then I wanted something that was very park specific. Like I wanted something from Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom or Epcot. You know, I didn't just want like a ball in the shape of Mickey head, which is what we did our first trip for our honeymoon, but I was trying to really change it up, you know, and so I was able to find a lot of these things. I was really impressed. So this is my Up ornament. It's the grape soda Ellie badge. I thought that was just a really cute ornament, very simple, but you know, it's cute. Everyone knows what it's from. And then we found this section kind of towards the back of the store, I guess, when you go in the main entrance. And I was shocked. I don't know if they've always had these or if I just didn't pay attention the last year that we were there, but they had an entire section of ornaments dedicated to like your favorite Disney attractions, like the actual rides. I had such a hard time deciding because I was just ready to spend all my souvenir money on just ornaments, and I knew I didn't want to do that. So my husband helped me, and we just debated back and forth and I ended up getting the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ornament. So here's the front, and as you can see, it's kind of in the shape of a Mickey hat, and it says Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and it has Dopey. But look, it has where the train comes out from the mine, and then on the back, look at this. It's got their pickaxes, and it's got the ride track all the way down. I could not believe how cute this was. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't know if it's blurry for you guys or not, but I just loved it. And it was a toss-up between this one and I think Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which we rode the snot out of on this trip. That was a lot of fun, especially at night. But I ended up going with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I love Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which we also rode a lot of. So if you are hoping to go in the next year, hoping that it's open or whatever, and you're an ornament person, check out that section. Go to all the way to the back of the store, and it's so hard to get distracted because when you walk in, I mean, there's everything under the sun, and I just kept looking. I wanted to look at all of the displays before I decided which one I was going to buy. So anyways, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train Christmas ornament. Can you even, with the ride track and everything? And there's your little mine cart coming out. I thought that was so much fun. And another thing exactly of what I had on my list, a park specific, even ride specific ornament. So I was able to check that off my list. This is the ornament that my husband picked out. This is very cute too. This was also an up ornament, and it's so detailed. I love it. So again, it's in the shape of like the Mickey head or hat, excuse me. Let me see if I can get it off here. And it's Russell. How cute is this? I think what I really loved about this is it wasn't just Russell. It was Russell, it was Doug, it was Kevin. And on the back, it also had the Ellie badge. Anyway, oh yeah, and on the bottom, it has the Wilderness Explorer, the artist of, I guess, who did this type of design. So I thought that was really, really cute. So they're very, very creative. Their ornaments are kind of in that same category of their coffee mugs. If you can come up with it, they probably already made it. It's just a really, really cool thing. Okay, next is kind of a weird item. Not weird, but I intentionally wanted some throw blankets. I am a throw blanket kind of girl. It can be 110 degrees outside. I'm gonna sit on the couch with a blanket over my lap. I don't know if it's just a comfort thing or what, but I'm picky about my throw blankets. I think I get that from my mother. I don't like these little lap blankets that just like barely cover, you know, from like your neck and don't cover all like your feet. And so I picked up every blanket I could find, and I read the measurements on it to make sure it was at least 5 feet long, if not longer, and a good length, you know, width wise. And so there were a lot that were not the big dimensions, but I found a couple that I was willing to kind of settle for. And I never buy some of that stuff like the first day. I thought I'll check around. Maybe I'll find something in the park or come back to Disney Springs one night. And so I really wanted something that was Disney park specific. Like, of course you can find everything that has Mickey heads on it and the Fab Five. But I meant like park specific. You know, I wanted a Magic Kingdom blanket or an Epcot blanket or something like that. And those were just not as popular. I guess it's just another thing like the snow globe. You just don't see it as often. So through much searching, I found one that really wasn't the design I was a fan of, but it was the right length, it was the right dimensions, and it was very soft. So I'll go ahead and show you this one. And it is very cute. Don't get me wrong, you guys. It's very cute. It's just Mickey and all his pals. So, I mean, this thing is like, it's big, and I really enjoy that. So you have Mickey, and you have Minnie, and you have Pluto and Goofy. I know Donald's on here, Daisy's on here. So it is a very cute blanket, and it is very big. And so I had thought, okay, this will just be the blanket, you know, not the design I really wanted, but it was the right dimensions, and it was cute enough, you know. So I'm telling you guys, this always happens to us. The night before we're gonna leave, Oh my gosh. Were we at in Disney Springs? I don't even remember where I got it. I look over and I squint. I told Charlie, I said, is that the blanket I just bought a day or two ago? It looks different from here. And I walk over to the shelf and it was not. It was a totally different blanket specific to Walt Disney World with pictures of the Disney World attractions on the blanket. And I held my breath and I looked at the measurements and it was the big one. It was the right measurement. So even though I had already bought the Mickey and Friends blanket like the night before or 2 nights before, I didn't return it because I thought we will use these blankets. We're just blanket people. We always have a couple thrown over the couch and, you know, so anyway, I kept it, but I thought, this is it. This is my blanket. Look at this. Now this, I just recently discovered you can get on Shop Disney, but I'm telling you, when we went, this was not on Shop Disney. I promise, because I looked. Look at this, you guys. Okay. It says Walt Disney World, and you can tell it has kind of the older style Disney logo, which I thought was really cool. Excuse me, guys. And then it's, like I said, it's the right dimensions, but I just have to show you. Oh, I just love it. I love looking at it. It makes me, it just brings back all the memories, all the feels. Okay, see if I can do this right. Okay, so we have, okay, you guys, this is going to be kind of hard. All right, so there's Tower of Terror. There's the Luxo Ball. Look, there's Mickey and Minnie and the Teacups. There's Pirates of the Caribbean. There's the Carousel. There's the Safari Bus, the Kilimanjaro Safari. There's Space Mountain. I know I'm going to miss something on here. Let me go down. I'm telling you, there's, I think that's one of the Dino Triceratop rides. That's one of the mountain rides. There's Dumbo. Oh my goodness. Okay. There is what kind of looks like, not really Splash Mountain Big Thunder, but it's got the Sleeping Beauty dragon on it. Oh, It's a Small World. Okay, I know there's so much more on here. Oh, there's the Animal Kingdom Tree of Life. I think I already showed you the Toy Story Luxo Ball. Let me make sure that you have to see all these images, guys. Oh, the Mickey, not Mickey Railway, but the Disney Railway in Magic Kingdom. Oh, duh. Look, there's the Epcot Ball. Epcot Ball, Spaceship Earth. Sorry, guys. Let's see what else. I know I'm missing something down here. There's so much. Oh, Haunted Mansion. There's Haunted Mansion. So anyways, you get the gist, guys. I just thought this was so cool. And it was what I wanted. It was park specific. That's why I'm so picky about the souvenirs I buy. Because I want things that I can't get online and that I may not can find again. That are reminders of the parks. Oh, of course, there's the castle. Cinderella's castle. Oh my gosh. I just love this. What is that? Anyway, you get the gist. This blanket is so cool. And of course, like I said, it's huge. It's ginormous. It's so soft. And then it has right here at the bottom, the Walt Disney World. Big logo. It's a big patch to it, but it's very soft. It's very soft. So I was so excited to mark that off my list. So at this point of the trip, I had almost everything off my list except maybe the snow globe and maybe 1 or 2 like other little random things. So I did have a little bit leftover money that I had set aside for the snow globe in case I found it, but I hadn't as of yet. Another thing on my list when I go is popcorn buckets, and I did not used to be into popcorn buckets. In fact, I used to make fun of people that bought the big funky weird popcorn buckets until I realized I'm that person. I love popcorn with a movie. It's like I can't watch a movie and not have popcorn. When we go to the movies, we always have popcorn. When we have movie night here at home, we always have popcorn. And I enjoy eating my popcorn out of something fun. I don't like eating it out of the bag. I know this sounds crazy, but you dip your hand in the bag and it gets all the butter around your hand. It's gross. So anyway, I'm like, I am that person. I will buy those and I will use those, and I have done so. I have the Aliens popcorn bucket. I have the Bubbling Potion Cauldron bucket. I have a Toy Story 4 bucket from a movie theater, I think, when we saw Toy Story 4. So this time around, I knew I was going to be in the market for popcorn bucket, but it's one of those things, I didn't really know what. I just knew I was going to be looking for one. So Hollywood Studios, we're in Hollywood Studios, and we go by the place where I found my alien bucket, and they had the Star Wars ones. There was a couple different designs, but I caved in and went with the Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket. It's huge and it's so awkward shaped, but I'm telling you guys, no shame. I love this thing. I wore this around the park, around my neck. It actually wasn't too bad. And I had people stop me and ask me if it was a purse. I was like, no, it's a popcorn bucket and you can get it right over there. So I will show you really quick. It opens up right here. So it's easy to fill. And then when you are eating, you don't have to actually put your hand far down into anything. Like the popcorn is right there. And then it closes. And then of course, it lights up. So I think it fades in and out. How cool is that, y'all? So it's just another one of those odd things I keep, but I actually use. I'm trying not to just get things that are for looks, trying to get things I will actually use, have a function. And I use popcorn buckets. So, I mean, really quick, guys, the detail on this for being a popcorn bucket is pretty on point. Even the underside is pretty cool. And once again, the fact that you can push the light button and make it light up, and then it fades out, and then it comes back. How cool is that? Turn that off. And of course, the carrier strap, which you can unhook. So, pretty cool on that. So, okay, last thing. We are down to the last thing. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been 26 minutes. Thank you so much for still hanging with me. Like I said before, I try not to buy much clothing. I buy a whole lot of new Disney shirts before we go on our trip, and shirts, it's kind of like, I love new shirts. I love fun shirts. Like right now I'm wearing my Haunted Mansion 3 thumbs up shirt, but it's not as important or as sentimental to me as something I feel I'm going to hang on to, I'm going to treasure, or I might display or whatever. Everyone's different though. So I did break my rule because I had, like I said, a little bit of extra souvenir money because I did not find a snow globe. And I love Tower of Terror. I love the ride. I love the queue. I love that it's Twilight Zone and the old hotel is set in the 30s. I just eat it up. I love that. I love that era. I love that genre. I love all of that. We usually ride it once, maybe twice, depending on my husband. It does make him sick a little bit. So anyway, we rode it once this year, and when you exit through the gift shop, which is really, I mean, genius by Disney, because they know you just got off the ride, and if you loved it, you're going to want to purchase memorabilia from that ride. So there's all kinds of things in there. There was a cool hat I wanted, and I just was like, just don't do that. You know, you've already got your coffee mugs, you've already got so many things, but I love Tower of Terror. You know, Hollywood Tower Hotel is actually technically what the, hotel is called. And I looked over and there was a section that had t-shirts and hoodie zip-ups. And I really do like hoodie zip-ups. I don't mind buying one maybe when we go on our trips, because I wear it everywhere. I literally wear them until they have holes in them or the zipper breaks, and then I get rid of it. So I'm hard on those things, and I don't mind buying those things. So it was a toss-up between a t-shirt and a hoodie zip-up. Well, the hoodie zip-up was a little bit pricier than I wanted to pay. I was really on the fence about it. I actually picked it up. I tried it on. I really liked it. I ended up putting it back, and it never fails. I always put back one item every trip that I wished I would have just gotten while I was there. Maybe I thought I could find it online. I don't really know. So anyways, I went with the t-shirt instead. And I thought, well, I can still wear this quite a bit. And I always wear long sleeves underneath my t-shirts when it starts to get cold, things like that. But I thought it was really, really cute. So I went with the t-shirt. So it's that pretty maroon, golden black color scheme. And it's the Hollywood Tower Hotel. It's really simple, but I just thought it was really pretty, very eye-catching. And I love the color scheme. So, of course, I get home, I get online, I can't find the zip up. I can't find the hoodie zip up jacket. I'm so mad at myself. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You were there, you had it in your hand, Christina. And I contacted a lady that does some personal shopping for Disney on Facebook, and I just was like, you know, hey, do you still do this type of thing? Are you going to be in Hollywood Studios anytime soon? She says, actually, yes, I'm going tomorrow. And I said, okay, well, if they happen to have this, and if it happens to be my size, could you grab it for me? You know, if not, it's not there, then no big deal. She said, absolutely, I'll let you know. So she messaged me the next day. She said, oh my gosh, there was one left in your size, all the way in the back. Here's a picture of it. Is this what you're talking about? Is this what you want? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you too. Even though technically I didn't buy it on our trip, I kind of count it as a trip souvenir because that's how I spent the money on it. So I just thought I had to have it to match the t-shirt. Y'all are going to like die. It is so cute. So it's this really pretty heather gray. And it is a hoodie. And on the front, it just has the really cool Hollywood Tower Hotel logo. But on the back is the same logo as the shirt. But it's yellow and black over gray. So Hollywood Tower Hotel hoodie. How cute is this? So you can wear the hoodie with the shirt at the same time. I know, guys. I know. So bought these. And then there was one other hoodie item that I did purchase. I really liked this. Disney comes out with stuff with the years on it, and I was really tempted to do that, but I decided not to. But I wanted something that was park specific or that said Walt Disney World. I really love the Walt Disney World oversized jerseys that say Walt Disney World on the back. But y'all back me up. Those are so expensive. So expensive. So I skipped that. I thought, oh, I can find something else. You know, I did have to kind of look around a little bit. But this particular design pretty much reminded me of the blanket with all the attractions. So when I saw this, it really grew on me and I decided to get it. So this is the last item in my souvenir haul, and it is a really pretty blue zip up. Here's the front. I really did like it because it said Walt Disney World. I like that. If we ever go to Disneyland, I'll get one that says Disneyland, but I like that says Walt Disney World. And it kind of looked a little bit more old school Mickey. It wasn't as modern, and I like the old school better. And then the back was really pretty, really ornate. It's in the shape of Mickey's head, but look, it has all the attractions. So you've got Animal Kingdom, you've got Epcot, you've got Magic Kingdom, and at the bottom, you've got Hollywood Studios. I really, really loved this. Normally this is like too busy for me, but from the back you can see, and it says Walt Disney World. I really, really liked it. What kind of set it over the top for me was the sleeve. Kind of sounds weird, but look at the sleeve. So you got the castle from Magic Kingdom, Spaceship Earth from Epcot, Tower of Terror for Hollywood Studios, and the Tree of Life for Animal Kingdom. So bought that. Oh yeah, and on the inside, the hoodie, the print of the hoodie is all the same thing. It's the attractions. So I thought that was really, really a cute design. Not like everything else I've been seeing. And it reminded me of like my big blanket with all my attractions on it. So guys, that's my souvenir haul. My husband got a lot of his own things. He bought a lot of golf related things from the pro shop. Oh, one other item I don't have with me. It is at my office. The Starbucks Disney Tumbler. They make a large, like Trenta size tumbler. I want to say every other year with the Disney parks on it. And I have one from last year, and this year they had a new design. So I did pick that up. That was automatically on my list. I drink a ton of water. I drink a lot of coffee. So I like to have those cups that have the lids, and bonus, you can take it into a Starbucks and have them fill it in your cup, in your mug. So your beverage, you don't have to get a cup and then pour it out. So I did get the Starbucks Disney Parks specific tumbler, and I don't think you can buy that online. Somebody tell me if you can. I don't know. Anyways, guys. Okay. Wow. Timer count 34 minutes. Oh my Lanta. Anyway, that's our souvenirs. I'm so excited to show you. I love getting these souvenirs out and going over them again. It brings back all the fun memories. If you've been on a trip recently or you went before all the COVID stuff happened, I would love to know what some of your go-to souvenirs are. Are you like me? Do you have a pre-list made out? Or do you just go with the flow and buy whatever you want? Or is it kind of half and half? I mean, I love talking souvenirs. I think it's so much fun. So anyways, guys, I'm going to call it for that video for now. This is the end of the video. I appreciate y'all so much. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know of any other Disney videos you might like to see. And like I said, let me know what some of your favorite go-to souvenirs are. We got to keep that Disney spirit alive, guys. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. And as always, have a magical day. Bye-bye.